programs he served that he had become a virtual living encyclopedia with regard to the athletes, their performances, and their legacy. I once mentioned the name of an athlete from the early 1960s. He wasn't a big name. He wasn't even a part of the speed part of Speed City. He was just a good athlete who ran on a distance relay team. Before I knew anything, Larry was telling me who all the other runners on the distance relay team were, what their times were, the meet where they set a national record and how long the record stood. I have met great people throughout my career, mostly in the world of sports, people who viewed sports as more than just the toy department of human affairs, the sandbox of human relationships. Some of those individuals are fellow Spartan alums, like Tommy Smith and John Carlos and Lee Evans, Bill Walsh and Peter Uberall, Coach Yoshida, greats such as Bill Russell and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Jim Brown and Wilma Rudolph, and coaches like Dale Brown and John Thompson and John Wooden of UCLA, and so many more. I put Lawrence Spann in that same pantheon of heroes and sheroes. Larry had a grasp of the significance and potential of sport and the people associated with it. And it was all so natural to him that you almost thought it was intuitive, that he didn't work and study and commit to that kind of understanding and knowledge of sport and the people involved in it. He saw in their day-to-day activities and involvements a portrayal and projection, not just of their commitments to their sports, but to the very best of who we are as a people and what we aspire to be as a nation. Every single day he saw in sports people making that contribution to forming that more perfect union. And Larry Fern epitomized that. It is futile to try to replace Larry. All that knowledge, all that commitment, those relationships that accumulated respect. But what we can hope for, that someone will honor his life and work by committing to follow the path that he has illuminated and to emulate the model of professionalism, caring, and competence that he epitomized. And still, Larry Fern will be sorely missed by all who had the privilege of knowing and working with him. Lawrence Spann, well done, my brother. You will not be forgotten.
Basically, what unattached means is that you don't have a sponsor. And nowadays you need in order to train, you need a sponsor.
A lot of people, especially, sports fans and track and field sports fans, by the way, they don't realize that track is really expensive. You got equipment, you got shoes, you got pole vaults, you got hammer throws, you got shot put. I mean, it depends. You're a sprinter, you got starter ball. So it's
very difficult because you got to train and you got to be able to go different places, and you got to have the equipment, uniforms, travel budget, health, and all that. So that is real difficult today. It can be done, but it's difficult.